Akash Singh. Shout out to Akash Singh for showing us how miserable a woman can make you in life if you don't put her in check. Like, it's not red pill content or any content, just the fact that Akash Singh is going through hell. It's a wake up call for everybody on the internet. This man is insane because every day more and more clips are coming out showing us what this woman is putting this man through. And it's just sad, crazy. I mean, when I was growing up, we used to call that illness Mario Sanchez illness. Let's take a look at this video clip and talk about it because Akash Singh got Mario Sanchez illness. Well, he lets his wife roll over him and just stomp him out. It is crazy. I mean, let's take a look at this video clip because, woo, she says a lot and doesn't seem to care. Now, check it out the relationship. By the way, my name is Noel. Let's take
a lot of work from MTV. Like his first show was Wildin' Out, and then he did Guy Code, and he was just like on a bunch of MTV shows, and he was able to like reach a six-figure salary, which at the time was really huge for us. But then in 2018, like all of the opportunities started to dry up. He was kind of aging out of the MTV bracket, and he wasn't really getting any attention from the industry. So he was pretty much losing all his income. And at the same time, I was working a really toxic job with like a toxic manager and like working till 2 a.m. And it just caused a lot of stress on our relationship.
So Akash Singh waking up every day doing his best to make that relationship work. And she unfortunately went to college and had a job that I guess she didn't like. Right? That sounds like normal people things.
Wanted to get married and like wanted to move forward. And he was like, I don't even know who I am as a man if I'm not even able to achieve something I poured 15 years into. And like, I don't even know how I'm going to provide for you or our future as a family. And everything came to a head when my mother-in-law came to visit us. I was being very distant because of everything we were going through. Akash was very stressed, and I think she kind of internalized it like that I was being bitchy towards her or passive aggressive towards her. It was a huge fight between all of us. Basically, Akash did not defend me, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I can be in a relationship with this person anymore. So after this, we both took a much needed break, and we just needed time to reflect on our own outside of the relationship. I took a trip to India with my mom for my cousin's wedding. We went to see their Bar Sahib, which is the holiest Sikh temple. And I just wanted to find my identity again and reconnect with my spirituality. And similarly, Akash needed to find his voice within the relationship and find his voice between his mom and me. Finally, a couple months later,
she is doing a great job destroying Akash's career and name and reputation. Amazing job, like an amazing hit job, similar to the one Jada Kiss did to Will Smith. It's like every woman that has a giant standing next to them, if they don't watch their steps, they get destroyed by the woman that they supposedly love. But she is doing a great job. Listen to the story. Why is she even grabbing a microphone, going online, putting out their story to the public? I just had this epiphany. We were still getting in fights, but Akash went on his own trip to India, and my Nana Ji was sick in the hospital. He flew out of his way to go see him in Punjab. I woke up the next day seeing pictures of him, my Masi, and my Nana Ji, and I had this moment where I was like, okay, I know he's the right one. We're going to make it through this.
2017, we started Flagrant, so I was 30. It's not old, though. 33 started. 2018 went broke because I was on these MTV shows, and what I didn't count on is all of them being taken away at one.
So the guy's famous on television. He said, what, 34, 33? The point is making six-figure salary. Does a decent job. Not hella money, but decent. So he's already famous. He just got a lot of work to do because when you into the entertainment industry, it's a lot of work before blowing up. So people don't blow up. But thankfully for him, he did. Fortunately, I think his wife was one of the trophies that he felt he needed to get. This one woman, and he destroyed his career over her. No woman is deserves your entire career or all your energy.
Year, because I maybe they just looked at me and they were like, he's old. I don't know, but I had like 7 MTV shows. I wasn't making crazy money. I was making like low 6 figures. But my girlfriend at the time, she moved into our place, and then all of a sudden, end of 2017, all the shows started suddenly getting canceled one by one. So I went from making like a low 6 figures, nothing crazy, but 6 figures in 2017 to 2018, probably making like $4,000 for the whole year. I'm going broke. So 2018, we're doing Flagrant. My wife financially.
And by the way, Akash comes from money. You know what I mean? It's different. When you come from money and you're going through hard times, that means there's somebody out there financing you on the low. Because $4,000 ain't gonna make it through the whole year. That ain't enough. So somebody else is financing that endeavor, making sure your dreams come true. You know what I mean? He got a father and a mother footing the bill. Every time somebody got your back and you go down, you're set. Somebody got the bill.
Anxious person is like, what is going on? Like, we're talking about getting married? Is this what it's going to be? I don't have an answer for her. I'm like, this flagrant thing, I think, I believe in this. Then I start wondering, like, am I just saying that because that's all I have left? Yeah. And then luckily we started the Patreon because I went so broke we had to. No, Andrew was doing great. Andrew was starting to blow up, to be honest with you. His whole ascension.
Andrew blew up. He does stand-up comedy in Central Park in New York City. The man is a monster. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he knows better. He keeps everything about him private. You know what I mean? He got married, so he's going through his hell, but we don't know what that is. So I could only assume because Akash is going through hell, his got to be similar. You know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. So either he gets rid of Akash, or we all understand that he is going through hell with his personal relationship issues.
Okay, you
What the hell?
guys, I have really good news. So for the longest time, I told my husband he couldn't look at me until he got to 1 million followers because, like, who the fuck are you if you don't even have 1 million followers on Instagram? Guess what?
I'm looking.
And now he can look at me. Because before I was like, you don't even have 1 million followers, don't look at me. So congratulations
Not cute.
to Akash on 1 million. Some of you guys might be like, Justine, what did you do to contribute everything? I'm pushing buttons behind the scenes.
She does push buttons. I'm pushing the buttons, aka pain in my ass.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Akash Singh went on stage and defended his wife over the backlash and said, she's not a gold digger. She was with me when...
He is the ultimate simp. Whenever they say the simp and you look at a dictionary or you look on Google, you see a picture of Akash. That's it. He owns it. He is the definition of a simp. Wow. How do you get to that level, to that status where you define what a simp is? This is like the perfect. Like, look at his wife. Beautiful looking woman that it just trolling this man through the ground, destroying this man's career, really treating him like a simp. So Akash, the ultimate simp on earth. Man, I'm trying to tell my brother about this. This is to be witnessed. A simp in 4K.
I had nothing. But now we have found out that when he was financially struggling, she left him. Of course she did. And she put it, we broke up. Come on, you think this simp broke up with you? No. He was struggling financially. She left him. Then the Flagrant Patreon and podcast truly took off, and she went back with him. But he always had money. He had mommy and daddy's money, but I think she kind of has mommy and daddy's money too. Not to say like their parents are like multi-millionaires, but their parents got money. I mean, if you got constant money to keep traveling to and from India at a whim, I would assume there's some Quickie Mart money involved in it, but it just... So this was the angle he went to take. not addressing the fact that, her popping.
What do they say? The internet is flawless. Victory. They keep receipts. So anything that you said online stays on there forever. So the fact that he trying to switch the story up between him and his wife can't be done. The internet will find out and put the two clips together. So right there, you lose all credibility for the fact that your stories do not match. You told the internet two different stories, so we know you are lying. All right, and you are the ultimate simp. They should teach a class on this, how to be a simp 101, all over college, and teaching men how not to be, how not to act. This is the ultimate simp.
It for the frat guys, but just to say she's not a gold digger, guys. She was with me when I was struggling. Yeah, but she left you too when you were struggling, Akash. It should have been red flag number one. The 1 million followers thing, obviously she was going for a joke, but the non-joking part was oh, I'm kind of responsible for that too. I was behind the scene. No, you weren't. He allowed you to pretend you were really doing something to help.
Again, the internet remains undefeated. Flawless victory. They're now pinning both of your statements next to each other. Hence, you are a liar.
You weren't doing anything. You really don't have that much talent. It's just sad, though, to see Akash going out like this, going out. I mean, simping ain't easy, but it sure is necessary, I guess, for some people. But, I mean, why tell that story if she's told stories before on her TikTok that contradict your story, and she admits she left you when you were having financial problems.
Flawless
But
victory.
then again, he said she was a virgin, and she told stories on her TikTok that said not. So who's the one who's lying?
That's rare to see a woman showing off how many numbers they got. So thank her for putting it out there how many numbers she got. Like next level numbers. And he was a virgin. That's her number one and only. That's insane. And she's not even embarrassed about it. She putting it out there. She got a roster full of men. God bless her.
Here, I think it's her to him. She might have actually told him she was a virgin. Like, he probably had no idea about her popping it for the frat guys. And he's so much of a simp
and that's another thing. A lot of people are saying now that he knew, he knows what he got. But maybe he's that type of guy who loves to have that type of woman, who's popping and locking her, who really doesn't care. Like that might be a turn on for him. You know what I mean? People got weird fetishes. So he might be one of those guys that comes home, wife in the back in the bedroom, getting it on with some younger guy, and he's cool with him, which is insane, man. And we all feel bad for the Kosh because, again, he seemed like a cool dude, not a simp, and kind of find out he's one of the biggest simp. So he's just letting a lot of people down. He got fans, and I used to be a fan saying that you don't have to be blue pill, or you could be blue pill, but you don't have to be a simp. But this man is a blue pill simp who got to find some respect for himself.
coward that even after all this controversy and backlash, he probably still hasn't even addressed that for her. He probably hadn't even gone up to her and go, wait, you were popping it in the frat house? You wanted to do what with your friend's husband? Like, he's probably so afraid he hasn't even brought any of this up. He's obviously struggling because he's bringing it up on stage. But I doubt he's saying anything to her because she's still going on podcasts and stuff like nothing's.
And you know what? Men like this who defend that type of lifestyle or that type of behavior, he's probably going to go on the flagrant show online and just point out the fact that he loves that fact, the fact that his wife is so strong, the fact that she got so many numbers. So let him be. That's the lifestyle he's deciding to live. And you're going to ride it out to the end with that maniac. So we're going to have to stop following him because nobody wants to go down that road. It's like we're watching a movie in 4K of this man's life being destroyed. And choosing, I don't want to go down that route. Nobody wants to go down that route. I mean, you got to be a maniac or you got to be into that lifestyle that, hey, my girl looks so good that she got a roster of dudes coming through and I don't have to do anything but buy her stuff, buy her rings, buy her money, give her more shoes and buy her everything. Let somebody else take care of the heavy lifting or the hard work of keeping her happy. Man, that's an insane position to be in. Comment down below if that's something you're willing to put up with because I can't. To me, that's too much.
Happening. She'll address it, but to her, nothing's really wrong. What did she say? She's getting bullied and they're both getting bullied, but she's not addressing it like in any real sense. So she's either completely oblivious, which I doubt, she just doesn't care. And she doesn't really even care about him. Because if she cared about him, she'd be doing everything she can to try and save his career that she is at the one actively destroying. But she doesn't care because she's just trying to make it as a TikTok star. And
we know that women like this really don't care. Ultimately, all they care about is themselves and their reputation. So as long as she's okay with it, she could care less. God bless her. Let me see.
he wants to be an influencer because it's all about her goals ultimately, not his. Even though his pay all the bills and everything, but she can always just leave him and go find another guy. I bet that's what she's thinking. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.
You know what? I think it's hard for all of us to see another human being own a slave in 4K. Like she literally has a slave in 4K, a slave that has no respect for himself. Like, what does that look like? What does that relationship look like? What would it be to have a slave now in 2025? And boom, here it is online on TikTok, a real life human slave. So it's not a man thing, it's not a woman thing, it's a human being thing. What does it look like to own a slave? Shout out to Akash Singh for showing the rest of the world, all of us, that it's okay to be a slave. Like, this is beyond the word simp. This guy works hard to keep his wife happy. And forget alimony. You know what I mean? No alimony is worth living that lifestyle. Like, that is the worst lifestyle any human being can live. The lifestyle of a slave. So, aside, and not only that, right? But anybody related to Akash Singh might also be a slave, might also be an aspiring slave. Maybe living the same lifestyle, but just quietly, like they're supposed to. You know what I mean? Not telling anybody that they are their particular wife slave or a slave to somebody else. Think about that. And that's kind of the reason why we can't be associated with that guy. Nobody should be associated with Akash Singh because that means you're approving of his lifestyle. Let's all just say what it is. God bless your lifestyle. Hope it works for you. Hope you enjoy your time in this earth. in your lifestyle, but damn, I don't wish that on any human being. I got kids, and I don't wish that on my kids. I'll say this much: I've been married twice. The second time around, my wife cheated on me, and I was like, "Hey, it's over. Just let it go." What? She gets alimony? Sure. Get out my face. I cannot live like that. I cannot live coming home knowing that she has a roster full of men. So alimony doesn't matter. You know, signing a what's it called? Signing that contract doesn't matter. It's like take all the assets that you want is what I tell her. As long as I don't have to live that lifestyle, I'm okay with her leaving. I lost $20,000 in that deal. I had to give her $20,000 cash and say goodbye. And it was the best $20,000 I ever spent. So Akash Singh, he could blow half of his money or even all of his money and just start all over. He's a man. You know what he could do? He could work. He could get a job. You know what I mean? And he got rich parents. So let all that money go. He didn't sign a prenup. It is what it is. Move on in life. Money cannot be holding you as a slave. He's a slave to what? To that woman, a slave to to live however she wants to. Not worth it. So forget signing a prenup agreement. Not necessary. Just let it go. Press the reset button and start from zero. Better than living as a slave. Think about that. I'd rather let everything go and press the reset button than continue to live as a slave for anybody. Men, women, government, for anybody. Let's start all over. You're still alive. Let's go. And I wish him good luck. With that said, my name is Noel over here at Verbal on Life. See that? I'm running my podcast over here, my stream. Just wishing people the best because thank you, Akash Singh, for showing us what the ultimate simp looked like. The ultimate slave to a beautiful looking woman. And let me get this straight. No beautiful woman is worth my time and energy. But Akash Singh will tell you otherwise. He's doing it all for that woman. With that said, peace.